The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing to start the drive. Durant. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Durant. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
In man coverage, your #1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Durant. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Durant. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Durant. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And Nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Algier. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Now on 2nd and 16. Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the gun on 3rd down, Durant toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Yeah, the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. To throw on 2nd down, Durant forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Durant. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Durant. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this 1st half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Durant. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. Oh, what a move. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Panthers sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They'll try to throw now. Young steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Young on 3rd down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Fourth down, Young. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, Durant. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, Durant. Got a man, it's London. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 17-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense, but you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Young looks to throw on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On second down, Young again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. It'll be Young again. Able to complete this to Chenault. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one fielded at the 5, and he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock.
As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Young. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Throwing on first down. Durant rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Durant.
He's got his man, London, right side.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Personal foul. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, Durant escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Durant.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Durant.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo.
He hit his first. Now this from 43.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Here's Young. Going to throw again. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup at 4. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Durant.
Throw left side. There's London. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down. Durant. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. The communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
Down to the 41.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, Young. And incomplete on the deep ball. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Young to throw it. And now another one thrown incomplete.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw on 2nd down, Durant. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Durant. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Durant. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Durant. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards that time. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Durant. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, Durant. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Durant. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up.
Touchdown! Drake London from 10 yards out, and the Falcons are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
It's Young on first down.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Young to throw it. That'll be taken in by Anderson.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ahead of the chains now, second and 2.
Now Young. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. First and 10, Young. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. To the air once more, Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Young.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Here's Young.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Now Young.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Young to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Back to it after the pick 6. Young looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Young.
He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field.
A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for Atlanta,
they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.